I have been up since 2 a.m. working on this script, and I think we have something really special here. This is going to be genuinely helpful for a lot of people.
Great, let's do it.
So, Peak Top Peptides, founded in 2026. Their flagship product line is a new peptide called Live Forever.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they discovered it using a celestial hypermicroscope. We could actually see inside the mitochondria. It's kind of foggy.
Eugene, is this your reoccurring dream again?
We are making a video about biomarkers.
I think I had that dream again. It seems so real this time.
The doctor has lost his mind.
I have not lost my mind. I am running on approximately 3 hours of sleep, and I made a simple mistake.
Look at me. Focus. We need you. Biomarkers. The ones our viewers need to track to actually understand what's happening inside their bodies.
Absolutely. I know this material better than anything I've ever worked on. Biomarkers. Let's go.
Here's the thing.
Okay, let's go.
Even the sharpest people, the ones who know this stuff cold, can wake up one day completely overwhelmed by the amount of health information being thrown at them. Peptides, biomarkers, supplements, hormones. It's a lot. And most of it, not what you actually need. A year ago, I was 85 pounds heavier. My kidneys were in trouble, and my doctor kept telling me everything looked fine. It was not fine. This video is about the biomarkers that really matter. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the one number that almost no one checks, and almost everyone should. Why your kidneys can look fine on a scan and could still be failing. And the test that's not on any standard panel that I only got because I asked.
Wait, so the whole your labs look good, see you next year thing is basically not enough?
Not useless, just incomplete. And incomplete can cost you years you don't get back. I'm Steve. I founded Peak Top Vitality to help people build strength for the life they want.
Every journey starts with a decision to train, to take control of your health, to build strength for the life you want and earn your reward.
Let's talk about eGFR first. It's where most people should start, and almost nobody does.
He's fine now. He's a professional.
Wow, I really need more sleep.
Yes, the number that woke me up was my eGFR. It measures how well your kidneys filter your blood. Mine was 40. I had no idea what that meant. So I looked it up. Turns out, 40 puts you in stage 3 kidney disease territory. Not, let's keep an eye on it. Stage 3 is serious.
But you felt okay though?
I felt tired, foggy, a little off. But I blame that on stress, getting older, life. I didn't connect it to some number buried on page 3 of a lab report.
That's the challenge with kidney function. It rarely announces itself until significant capacity is already lost. The symptoms are easy to dismiss until they're not.
This one's personal for me. My dad had kidney issues for years, and he just didn't take it seriously. By the time anyone really understood what was happening, he was on dialysis. And after that, everything changed. Not just medically, everything. His energy, his independence, the way he talked about the future, like it got smaller. Little by little, he was losing his freedom. It was difficult for him and my entire family.
That's what got my attention. Once you've seen where that road can go, you stop treating lab numbers like trivia. It gets serious really fast.
Kidney decline is closely linked to cardiovascular risk, cognitive changes, and overall quality of life. But it's also one of the most modifiable factors, if you catch it early enough to act.
Hold on. So the kidneys looked fine, but weren't working fine?
Exactly. And that's when I realized I've been asking the wrong question. I stopped asking, what number do I need to fix? And started asking, what kind of system am I running? Because one bad number isn't the disease. It's a signal that the whole system needs attention. And when your system gets stronger, your life gets better. What Zoe just described about her father, that slow fade, the energy loss, the future shrinking, that was starting to happen to me too, just with different numbers. So I followed up with my doctors. More blood work, more questions, even a renal ultrasound of my kidneys. Honestly, I was bracing for them to find damage. They didn't. No scarring, no structural problems. Kidneys looked fine on the image, which was a relief, but also confusing. If nothing was damaged, why was the number so bad?
Here's what was actually happening. Steve's blood pressure was elevated and he was carrying significant extra weight. And he was on prescribed medications that can stress kidney function as a side effect. The kidney wasn't broken, it was under pressure from everything else.
So the kidney was basically the check engine light for you.
That's a reasonable way to think about it. The check engine light isn't the problem, but ignore it long enough and it becomes one.
And nobody tells you that. They just say, your labs are in range and send you home. This is where I made a mistake most people make. I thought I needed more data, more tests, more numbers on more pages. I didn't. I needed the right numbers tracked. The biomarkers that actually tell you when something important is shifting.
Think of these as your early signal biomarkers. They don't answer every question about your health, but they can tell you something is off before your body makes the problem impossible to ignore.
So these are like the starting lineup, the ones everyone should know. I printed this out and taped it to my bathroom mirror for 6 months. Not because I'm obsessive, because I'd spent years ignoring the stuff that mattered.
Exactly. The core biomarkers. And most of these, they should already be on your annual physical. You don't need a fancy subscription to get them taken, but you should discuss with your doctor, now. But that still wasn't the whole story. A few months later, I got a kidney stone, and not at a convenient time. Christmas. I spent New Year's Eve sitting in an ER waiting room.
That's brutal. Everyone's popping champagne, and you're under fluorescent lights waiting for a CT scan?
Yep, ringing in the new year with a hospital bracelet. Pain doesn't care about your calendar, and it definitely doesn't care about your travel plans. A month after completing a medical procedure to remove the kidney stone, my doctor had me take a 24-hour urine test, and it showed something I didn't know to look for: low citrate.
Which means what? In non-doctor language?
Citrate is a molecule that helps prevent crystals from forming in the urine. When levels are low, calcium binds more easily to other compounds. That's how calcium kidney stones form.
So, the kidney stone wasn't random bad luck. It was another signal from the same system. And here's the thing, that marker, urine citrate, it's not on most standard panels. You have to ask for it. Or you can make the same mistake I made and wait for a kidney stone surgery, and then your doctor might suggest this at-home test.
So you could do all the right tests and still miss something like that?
If you don't know to look for it. Yeah, here's the part most people miss. You can do the annual labs. You can fix the obvious problems. You can even lose the weight and still not feel like yourself. That happened to me, but my energy still felt off. Something still wasn't right. This is where we finish part 1, and that's where part 2 starts. Because core biomarkers tell you where to look, but situational biomarkers tell you why.
So, part 1 is, don't ignore the warning signs. And part 2 is, why do I still feel terrible? Because sometimes the scariest part isn't the numbers. It's when the numbers look better, and you still don't feel like yourself. That's where part 2 begins. And from the bottom of my heart, if this video helped you stop ignoring what your body has been trying to tell you, that matters. Because strength starts with paying attention. Click here for part 2. And if you haven't seen how Steve built the entire system behind all of this, watch this. Because biomarkers only matter when you know what to do next. The system is what changes your life.